This week, we're raising the bar in home decor and style.
And we're in everyone's favorite room, the kitchen.
Yum. Welcome to Design Your Life.
Style with Barry and Joni.
I'm Joni Michaels.
And I'm Barry Lance. And we're at the Indiana Design Center, Joni.
That's right, I'm here a lot because your office is actually here.
My office is here. It's my home away from home. And, you know, in the building, they have great coffee. I wish I had a cup.
They do, the Blue Moon, it's the best.
It is.
But you know what? I think I can take care of that.
Oh, my TV wife, she always takes care of me. Thanks,
That's right,
Joni.
I probably put too much sugar in it, but that's okay.
The Blue Moon Cafe is terrific. We've had lunch there.
We have.
Everybody try the Blue Moon at the Indiana Design Center.
But today we're in this beautiful kitchen, Rob's Conceptual Kitchen, and we have a lot of great tips for you. Not only is Rob going to be talking about taking you through a kitchen makeover, but some just everyday tips that you can do to update the kitchen.
Yeah, you don't always have to have everything new. As we know as designers, you can add some new stuff to what you already have and really make it new all over.
That's right. It looks like a little bit of splash of orange is what we're going for
We're
today.
going for orange today, even orange slices.
Yeah. Our style pros are with us. A lot of great tips coming your way. Jeff Gobby from Gobby Home Furnishings is here. And of course, Mike Rocchio of the Beckley Building Group. He has some great tips if you're thinking about breaking ground this spring for a new home.
And spring is in the air.
Definitely in the air. You know what? I need to find Rob
Oh, okay.
because we got a lot of stuff to
He
do.
has things to do. He's always lurking around
I
someplace.
know. Well, Barry, style this.
Style this, I'll do it. Okay. Well, we're talking about kitchens and accessories, and I went to a good friend of mine, Claudia Ryan, who owns Charles Meyer. Did a little shopping yesterday, and Claudia was great in bringing all the things that I picked out. And I sort of pretended that I was styling or decorating this kitchen in Rob's showroom here at Conceptual Kitchens. I always love to use a tray. A beautiful tray sets the stage for a collection of decanters. It's beautiful to do that in a kitchen. And then if I were doing this kitchen for a client, I would select this kind of china here, which is all grays and browns, which goes with all the finishes of the cabinets. Really good looking things, sort of understated, sort of contemporary, kind of goes both ways. Always use statement pieces in your kitchen. You know, these big glass bowls are wonderful. Fill them with candy, chocolates, whatever. And then if you go right across this back wall, we've got pops of orange. Use picture frames in your kitchen. Use things you don't usually see in the kitchen. Mix it up. Style it.
Everybody knows that the kitchen is the hub of activity in the home, and we are raising the style bar. We're so happy to be here at Rob's Conceptual Kitchens with Rob Klein.
That's right. We have to raise that style bar because Rob is so tall, our tallest featured guest. Hello,
Like
Rob.
7 feet
Thank
tall.
you. 6'7".
Oh.
Well, it's good to be in your space, in your home, in this beautiful kitchen. But I said to Joni earlier, I wonder what is Rob's favorite kitchen that he has ever designed.
The kitchen that I did for myself and my own family.
No hesitation
No
there?
hesitation. It was the first one that I was on the other side of the fence, other side of the table, so I really got to feel what the client was feeling, not only during the design, but then also during construction. It's a real difficult thing to have the hub of the house taken out.
And the style of your kitchen and your home is?
It's very contemporary, but it's soft contemporary, and it's when I first started kind of getting into having a very contemporary feel, but then also I use traditional finishes to soften it up a little bit.
Right. Because you work in traditional styles, old world styles, contemporary, anything the client wants, you fit their needs.
Absolutely. I mean, we can design anything.
Yeah.
And then that's where we get into one of my favorite periods is Art Deco, and where you're taking traditional elements and contemporary elements, and then you're combining those elements, and you can really play with that. You can go more traditional, you can go more contemporary.
I wanted to ask him about Sub-Zero because I know you're one of the winners from Sub-Zero.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That is kind of the holy grail of design competitions for every kitchen designer, and so I feel very honored to have that. And it's a great product, and we love designing with it.
Yes. I was in here yesterday, and a couple of very nice people were just strolling through the IDC building, Indiana Design Center, and they walked into your space and you greeted them, and I loved overhearing your conversation. Could you tell everyone about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first thing that I try to do is make them feel very comfortable in this space and get them to ask me questions.
Good. Well, we feel comfortable with you, and if you have a question for Rob, you can check out stylewithbarryandjoni.com.
Cupcakes and Cookies by Kim. Oh my.
That is a lot of alliteration. But Kim, tell us about your sweet business.
Well, you know, I've been baking all my life, but about 3 years ago, a friend of mine came over with her family for dinner, had some of my cupcakes, and said, I want you to bake for the business we have downtown. So
nice.
I did that, and it sort of snowballed from there. So I've had my own little home business since then.
And we're so lucky because today you're going to show Barry and I how to decorate, right?
I am. We're going to do a playful, casual kind of frosting for spring.
Okay,
the grass tip up here on top, and then a more elegant swirl that we have here on the bottom. So very simple tips, a round tip, 2 grass tips. You can get them at your local craft stores, inexpensive.
So Barry and I obviously have the easier ones.
Yeah,
You have the easier one.
This makes the grass. right here, this
Thumb and forefinger,
Thumb and
right
forefinger.
between. Yep.
Okay.
And the grass ones, what's good about those, hold the cupcake in your hand, and the grass can be haphazard and still look great.
Well,
you
mine
just
has to be
touch
cut,
down,
cut and trimmed.
but squeeze and touch
just-
down and pull up.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, okay, I get
Yeah.
it. So why are these these are so moist? They must be full of butter, right?
They're full of butter, European butter.
What
That's
is-
kind of my
what is
secret ingredient there.
What is European butter? What's the difference?
You know, it's got a lower moisture content, so it's a little richer flavor and just, you know, incredibly tasty. You can definitely tell the difference. I'm going to do the more elegant swirl now.
Oh, I want to
just
watch
down
you do
here.
that.
And Barry, I know that you appreciate these cupcakes from a style point because, you know, we do have the classier cupcake.
The classier.
that Kim
You
is
did
doing.
that
Yes.
quick?
Yeah, and you know, when you're doing this,
I've got a problem here.
I want to try.
well,
I
see,
want
that's
to try
what
this.
the eggs are
This
for.
is
Just
it, yeah,
slap
keep
those
folks
on.
at
Can I try
home.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do
absolutely.
this.
And it still tastes good.
So
Hey,
this
that's
is fun,
not
you know,
bad.
and this is a fun activity. Aw, thanks, Director Betsy. This is a fun activity that you can do with the family, right? With the
Absolutely,
kids.
absolutely. My 9-year-old son thinks I'm a rock star every time I make something with
I
grass.
think this. I like this.
Well,
I could get
Kim's
into this.
business is located in Greenwood, and you can check out our website, stylewithbarryandjoni.com. And are we going to sample these?
I
Barry?
want to sample them,
please
but you know,
do.
if Barbara Streisand was here, she would say it's like butter.
Do we
Let's
eat
sample.
it?
Can we
All
try?
right. Oh my gosh. That's a
Wonderful.
cupcakes and cookies by Kim. They're so good. As much as I appreciate a fine quality handcrafted pair of Italian leather shoes, you know what I like more? Quality American made furniture. That's why we're with Style Pro Jeff Gobby today at Gobby Home Furnishings.
And Joni, look at the quality of this bedroom suit.
Oh, I
it's
know.
beautiful, Jeff.
Well,
I wanna
I
take
tell
it
you,
home.
Barry and Joey, not only is it American made, this is Hoosier made. This is made in Ferdinand, Indiana.
Really?
You can still get the good stuff made right here in America. All solids, no veneers, no particle board, anything like that. It is heirloom quality furniture.
And it just looks, you can tell when you're looking at something that's quality.
It's
I mean,
rich.
it looks so
The finish is so beautiful.
It is.
I think the
And
finish is
it is.
beautiful.
Now, that being said, a lot of people are okay these days with the imports too, because the quality is very good and it hits a little more sharp price point for that value-minded customer. So there's both.
Furniture just seems so expensive.
Oh, everybody says this.
Right?
People say to me, furniture is so expensive.
I know. I
But
get,
really.
Yes, I get that every day. I've got a great example of this. My dad started the business 40 years ago up in Sheridan, Indiana. He was selling sofas at that point for $699. I have them today, 40 years later, for $399.
What other industry?
There's none.
right?
No
There's
industry.
none. You think about cars, things like that.
Well,
Right.
and being at home is such a lifestyle now. So, you know, you think about spending money on trips and jewelry
Yeah.
and things like this.
Yeah. No,
But you're in your home all the time.
our competitors in the furniture industry are not other furniture people. It's boats and cars and trips and things like that. We want people to put money into their homes.
Into their home, nest your home, make it feel great, accessorize it.
No, I
All
agree.
right, Mary, we'll get busy because I see several items here that I think I will be including into
So
the
do
Joni
I.
Michaels
Right.
home. So.
We've got it. That's Godby style. That's for
Godby
sure.
style.
During the building process, believe it or not, anxiety can run high, but there are certain steps that you can take so that you don't fall into those major pitfalls. We've got Mike Rocchio with us, our style pro on building, of course, with Beckley Home Building Group. And it's all about sometimes easing the pain,
Easing
right?
the pain. So Mike, help us ease the pain.
What you're going to do is have clear, open communication, because for all the things that can go right in a building process, there are mishaps that can happen, and mostly they're caused by miscommunications between your builder and yourself.
Well, I can tell by being with you today, you're so comfortable. You make us feel comfortable, and I think that must play a very important role in communication with the people that are building a house with you.
Absolutely. Comfort is a huge quality you want to find with your builder, because if you're not comfortable, you're not happy, that's when anxiety and stress can happen.
It's a very close-knit community when you're building a home, right?
Absolutely. You basically are married to your builder for the next 8 or 9 months.
You get
Much
to
as
know
you
everyone.
are with a lot of your
Exactly,
interior
that
design
happens with
clients.
me too. You get to know everything about them, but that's good. You can please them that way, you can ease the pain, and you can make sure that we take the right steps so we don't fall.
And we were talking earlier, you mentioned a clean building site. And
Yes.
that I think sometimes people might go, what, a clean building site?
Well, a clean building site means that your builder is taking the time to make sure it's nice for you. And if he's taking the time to make sure a job site is clean, he's taking the time to make sure the house is done properly.
Details, details, details. Step, 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 right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you ready to put your best face forward this spring? I thought so. So we brought in professional makeup artist Norman Sands of Chicago. Always good to see you, my friend.
see you.
You probably need your
Thank you.
brush.
Yes.
And we have our beautiful model, Caitlin Williams, with us. And we're going to show you how to get that great looking face for spring. What are you seeing on trend?
The biggest trend from the runway this season is fresh skin and pops of color.
Well, we've got the perfect model.
Yes.
Definitely fresh skin, beautiful hair. So talking foundation, what is the key thing to keep in mind?
The big word is raw beauty, so think luminous skin. That can easily be achieved. We use just a little bit of tinted moisturizer on Kate's skin this morning. And if you want to make your own, if you don't want to go out and purchase a brand new tinted moisturizer, take a few dots of your favorite moisturizer with your foundation, mix it together, and you have your own tinted moisturizer.
Great tip for the face. Now, what about the eyes?
So real quick on the skin, you can also do a highlight just by adding a cream stick and blending it with your fingers. And that sort of gives you that radiant, dewy cheek, and it takes 30 seconds.
And the cream probably works good for this because you could probably also use it like as a shadow if you wanted
got
to,
it.
or
You can just pop it on the eye,
dual purpose.
dual purpose.
Okay, so the eyes. You were telling me a little bit earlier, we were talking about blue. That's the new color?
Blue eyeshadow has made a huge comeback, believe it or not. So we're wearing it a little bit differently. I think the easiest way for most women to wear it is just smudge it right at the lash line. Let me have you look up, or put it on the inner rim of the eye.
Because you know there are a lot of people out there that are thinking blue, but
Yeah.
not that scary blue
Not the
like
70s.
70s,
Right.
Like baby blue powder,
Exactly.
that type of thing.
Yeah, a little aqua, a little turquoise right at the lash line is just gonna make the eyes really pop.
Okay, and what about for the lips?
For the lips, orange is the new red. So the easiest thing to do is take a coral or a red and sort of create this popsicle stain on the lip.
Pretty.
It's very old Hollywood, it's very glam, and believe it or not, orange-based lipsticks make the teeth appear whiter.
Wow, so it doesn't matter brunette, blonde, redhead.
Universally flattering.
Oh, love it. So we're gonna take a look at Caitlin's before picture. And now it's the after result. Caitlin, what do you think?
I love it.
Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. Thank you, Norman, so much.
you.
And if you have a question for Norman, visit us at our website, stylewithbarryandjoni.com.
We are with Adam from Adam's Flooring in Carmel, and I must say it's our Matt Damon lookalike, right, Joni?
That's for sure. And we've been talking about raising the bar of style, especially for the kitchen, the bar area. Get a workout in those rooms for sure. What is trending?
Well, right now we're actually looking at LVTs, luxury vinyl tiles. It's actually a little bit nicer than a ceramic tile. It's a little warmer. And if you have height issues, like with doors or cabinets or anything like that, you don't have to build it up quite as high.
Especially for a kitchen.
Of course, of course.
Well, these look like stone.
Well, it
and
does.
hardwood.
Yeah, luxury vinyl tile. It's about an eighth inch thick, and you can actually grout it too. So it really does look like ceramic tile once it's down. So
And you can get your own custom look with your grout color too.
of course, of
And
course.
that the wood samples there, those are not real wood.
No, this is not real wood. It's actually, again, LVT or luxury vinyl plank. You can mop this all day long. It can get flooded out, if you're in a kitchen or a bar area, and it just snaps together.
So even if you
Snaps to
put,
get together.
if you would happen to spill water on it.
Oops. Yep.
Oh, so in the bar, if I spill my vodka, it's all right.
Exactly. You're going to be
Or
just
you
fine.
have pets, children,
Yeah.
gray area. Or Barry, if Barry comes to visit.
Very easy cleanup.
Yeah.
Yep.
So LVT, check out the latest designs at Adams Flooring in Carmel.
We are back at the Indiana Design Center with Rob Santa Rosa, our friend, right, Joni?
That's right. Infusing a little color into your kitchen bar.
Yes, these are different types of stone or natural cement that can be used out exterior around a pool. You can do
Or
it.
interior.
Or
right?
interior.
Either. Well, what I like about these, they're different because a lot of people only think of using granite.
Yes.
You know, these are different. I mean,
Yeah, how colorful. I mean,
even this, I'm going to lean in here just to pick this up so I can.
that's
this is
gorgeous.
glass.
Love
This
it.
is like what I'd call a ribbon-looking glass.
Yes, that's a ribbon glass that we can backlight it if you wanted to add a little color to your exterior or interior bar countertop. Just a beautiful
Well, you know, all
application.
these things we can see in his showroom. And that's what I want everybody to realize. Come to the Indiana Design Center, to the Santa Rosa showroom, and you can get all kinds of ideas. So, Rob,
Absolutely.
thank you for
and
bringing
Rob's
these.
so
along.
personable too.
Yeah. He'll lead you through everything.
Yeah, and if you have a question for Rob, you can check out our website at stylewithbarryandjoni.com. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Thank you, Joni.
Indianapolis, meet your ambassador, Style Pro, Deborah Dorman of Sotheby's, and I know, Barry and I for a fact know that you help relocate so many people here to Indianapolis.
You're like the ambassador that brings them in.
You know what? This is my absolute most favorite part of real estate, is bringing people in and out of the city, because I get to show off this wonderful city. And it's always been a dream to be an ambassador of a great city. And guess what? I get to do that through my job.
What a fun
wonderful.
job.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And not only that, but I have a website that I have had designed special just for me, and it's called Welcome to My City. And that's what it is all about, and that's how I feel. And I bring all my clients to it before they've even ever seen a house, so they get to see all about Indianapolis.
It's such a great special touch. It really is. I mean, how many, realtors do that?
Yeah, it's very personal, Deborah, but you are very personal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you know what we look forward to?
What?
The fact that every week you bring us a great home style pick, and this week's no different. So, Deborah, what's your home style pick this week?
Well, not only do I help relocate people to Indianapolis, but I help relocate people to other cities. So today, we're relocating to Anderson, Indiana.
Okay.
And I found a great home for us on a 6-acre estate. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it's priced below $500,000. It's $475,000, and you get so much bang for your bucks. You've got to see it to believe it.
Let's take a ride to Anderson.
I'm with you. All mortgage companies are not created equal, and our style pros, Rhonda and Mark Kuchik, are here. Always good to have you guys. Access National Mortgage.
What sets you apart, Rhonda, from the others?
You know, a lot of mortgage companies, they just offer cookie cutter programs, and their loan originators are basically order takers. And that's really not the case with us.
Because of your personal touch and your networking with the people that come to meet with you. And Mark, tell me about cookie cutter versus what you offer.
Well, cookie cutter is just really, in a sense, flavor of the day. A lot of mortgage companies just offer certain things to a lot of their clients. Well, I want to sit down with you. I want to really know and understand what's important to you, Barry. I want to know why that's important. When I know that, I can really custom design a program, put you in a program that might be a little bit better financially for you.
That I would have no idea was out there.
Exactly.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Rhonda, right? I mean, not all programs are the same. They
Not
don't
at all.
offer the same.
And you know, if you're working with a loan officer who's the order taker, they're not going to ascertain what's important to you, and they're not going to be able to put you in the right program for you.
Yeah. Always great advice from Rhonda and Mark Kuchik. Go check them out. Their office is at 116th Street, right there, 116th and Keystone. Rhonda and Mark Kuchik, Access National Mortgage. We're at the Indiana Design Center in Rob's Conceptual Kitchens for a Style This, specifically for your kitchen and bar area. Barry, I know your signature look. This is it.
You know me well, Joni. I love to use trays for the presentation of collections. And just for the bar, I brought along from the Charles Meyer store a lot of decanters. So a collection of decanters, a wonderful dish for candy or for peanuts or matches or whatever you want to put on your bar. And, you know, a nice presentation of an ice bucket that doesn't have a lid on it. You can leave it open. Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah, easy to get to, and I love the fact that you took a lot of simple elements, but you made it very elegant.
Combine them. That's
We
right.
like that. And if you want to, well, raise the level of your bar accessories, we brought Jenny Tribble in. She's with St. Germain. You have a fabulous drink that you're going to show us how to serve guests.
Yes, I do. This is called the St. Germain cocktail, and it is made with 2 parts champagne, 2 parts club soda, which I've already put in here, and then we do 1.5 of the St. Germain, which is a handcrafted French liqueur. It's made from an elderflower, but it tastes more like tropical and citrus fruit. So you get some peaches, pear, lychee, grapefruit.
Perfect for spring and summer.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Very spring-like.
Also, it has half the sugar of all the rest of the liqueurs, so I like to say
So you
it's
can
kind of
drink
good
twice
for
as
you.
much?
Yes. So yeah, this is our signature cocktail. New York Times actually called this one of the top 10 cocktails of the decade. That was that was after we were only been out for 3 years, so quite an honor.
That's very nice. I tell you what, I was first attracted to this St. Germain because I think the bottle is so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it a beautiful bottle?
You know, and each one is individually numbered and vintage dated for the year the flowers are picked. Because the elderflower only grows about 4 to 6 weeks out of the year. So that's all the time that we have to gather to create the entire vintage for the whole year.
Specialty drink, specialty bottle.
Yeah, so now...
So we're topping it off with the little lemon zest?
Yeah, last but not least, this is actually considered a 4th ingredient and not just a garnish, but you want to get those essential oils into the cocktail.
And the color is. It's a beautiful, you know, some drinks are not very pretty. This is pretty.
This is beautiful. So Jenny, thank you so much for being with
Oh,
us.
thank you so much
you can
for
check out our
having me.
website, and we're going to have some information up there about the St. Germain cocktail. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
One easy way to raise that style bar in the kitchen or an island bar area is through lighting.
Yes, yes, and our friends at Ferguson's helped us out with these pendant lights, Joni. You know, a lot of people want to use pendants like we have up above us, which are great. You could use all 4 of the same thing, or you can cluster something like this in a group and have different shapes. And these do come in different colors.
Cool.
So you can make a big
Ferguson's
statement.
great place to go. They know all about style.
Yes, they're one of our style pros, and they're here in the Indiana Design Center as well. And you know, Jeremy gave me a really good quote from Ferguson's. He said, "The world is a stage. All we need is better lighting."
So true.
It's so
true. And I like the fact that these come in different colors.
Yes, different colors, different styles, different kinds of light bulbs. So you can really style it with your bar or your kitchen island just by switching out the lighting.
We just had a great time. Cupcakes, we've had spritzers, and basically talking about how to raise the level of style in the bar and the kitchen.
I think one of the places that we really try to start is bars get really dark, and we try to really lighten it up a little bit. And with some of these finishes, that gives us the ability to really make it bright.
I bet that's where Amy comes in, because Amy brings that softer side to Conceptual Kitchens. You know, and Amy, I always like working with you because you know, it brings, well, just like I said, the softer side to big old Rob.
Well, there's a lot that goes into a bar, much like a kitchen, in the way of function. Aesthetics obviously is hugely important, but the bar is not only something that only men go into anymore. It's an area where it's part of entertainment. Guests now help themselves into the bar, and they need to know how to use everything. Appliances are becoming a lot more easy to use. So we really try to tuck those appliances away. As pretty as they can be, this cabinetry is so beautiful. We can make bars more streamlined and
still keep them accessible, because one thing Amy has taught me as a designer is you want to be able to get in and out of the bar from the front to the back, right?
Not all bars are just a flat run of cabinets on a wall. Some of them are a little more elaborate.
They're not all created equal.
Exactly. And they're not all full with the same types of items either. But yeah, you need to be able to access them, and it's just as important as a kitchen is. So we kind of handle bars just in the same way that we would a full-size kitchen.
Full custom, full design, full creativity here at Rob's showroom.
That's right. And of course, I think, your customer service, I think, stands on its own. I mean, everybody that we've seen coming in here, they just, they feel like they're right at home.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, so much going on.
So much information, good information.
Good information, but with spring, a lot of people start thinking about these makeovers. So we thought it would be fun to do an ugly chair makeover. And if you have one, all you have to do is check out our website at stylewithbarryandjoni.com. Are you ready for next week?
I'm ready.
Spring into style. Be sure and join us or set your DVR for Design Your Life, Style with Barry and Joni. Promotional consideration to Jeff Gobby, Gobby Home Furnishings, Mike Rocchio of the Beckley Building Group, and Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery. Join us next week at 1:30 right here on RTV6, and be sure to check out the website stylewithbarryandjoni.com, where we're styling 24/7, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The outtakes of Barry are the best.